And in order for this global reset to happen, they have to destroy America's autonomy. You see what I'm saying? Because you can't have the globe and then you have the United States remaining autonomous, because they need our wealth, they need our resources, and they need the ultimate destruction of our military, because they know that that is the only thing militarily that can suppress this. Right. So you can't have this strong, autonomous, independent, powerful America out here and at the same time accomplish this global agenda that they want to accomplish. So they have to bring America under their control, which they're doing by infiltrating us through politics, in particular the American Democrat Party. Go ahead. Right. And who has to save everything? Captain Who. And we, ladies and gentlemen, this may sound corny to some of you that aren't true patriots, but we are Captain America. You're Captain America because you want to save America and keep America as it is. We don't want to be blended into this global community, into this one world, new world order government. We don't want any part of that. That's the reason why they were so set against Donald Trump building the wall. Right. Because that wall represented the fact that America was to remain autonomous. Okay, and these globalists are against that, so they have to come out against Trump and the wall. But these people all live with walls around their homes, right, and security. Right. See, they want their autonomy, right, they want their independence, but they want all of us normal, everyday Joes and Janes to give our autonomy, our independence up, to forfeit that up. And part of that is they want to, as you hear them talk about all the time, they know they have to remove the 500, 600 million guns from the American citizens out of our hands, okay? Because that is the last line of defense to these globalists that want to subject us to their dystopian agenda. You have the people that believe in population control. And what they believe is, ultimately, they believe that there's too many human inhabitants on the earth. And they believe that we are infringing upon the earth. And they basically worship the earth in some sick way. And so they want the earth's population reduced so that it is more sustainable. They use that term, sustainable. But it is sustainable as it is, okay? Right. But this is because they want to get rid of what they deem to be the less desirables, okay, which ties into Margaret Sanger and her eugenics movement and getting rid of the black people as well as the white less desirables. Right. See, people often talk about and refer to Margaret Sanger, but they leave out a very important piece. She didn't just want to annihilate and eliminate all blacks. She was adamant about weeding out many Caucasians that they deemed to be unworthy, right, okay? Right. Whether they were Caucasians that were lower class from Appalachia, or whether they were Caucasians that were had mental deficiencies and physical problems and so on and so forth, they didn't want them. But where else did you see that kind of activity? In Nazi Germany. Right. You see what I'm saying? Right. Klaus is really just an extension and a reinvention of that very Nazi Germany thing. Right. Okay. He wants a new world order. Hitler wanted a new world order. Right. Hitler wanted this new world order Aryan nation. Okay. This purebred, pure-blooded nation of people, right? Right? They're saying the same thing when they want to eliminate the undesirables, the mentally handicapped, the physically challenged, and so on and so forth. This is all in their agenda. And people can't even see this because, in particular, black people in America can't see it because what they did was they said, we can distract the black people with race. Okay. Right. We know they're sensitive about race. Right. So we're going to just feed them racism all day, every day. And they'll come out in support for us because we'll say the other guys are racist. Come roll with us. Okay. We got you. Okay. And black people bought that hook, line, and sinker. Not realizing that it's just a trap, a trick to get black people, unbeknownst to them, into supporting this World Economic Forum, Illuminati, Luciferian dystopian agenda. Right. We claim to be kings and queens. You hear it all day long. Right. You see it online. They talk king, queen. I didn't know. I thought that kings and queens were much more intelligent, right, much more astute. I thought the kings and queens could navigate through those murky waters and not be so easily deceived. Right. But the whole idea, this whole concept that we're kings and queens is bullshit. It's just it's a feel-good story. You know, they tell black people this, it comes from back in the 60s, I'm black and I'm proud. They tell black people this so that they will feel some kind of way about themselves, okay? Right. And it's a shame. It's a shame that we're so childlike that we run around with this childlike mentality talking about we're kings and queens while we exterminate our babies, okay? Right. While we vote for the party that is all into exterminating our babies, okay, and us. Absolutely. Well, that's, get it. If you're not producing a seed, eventually you're out of here. Right. Now, man, let me play Schwab a little more. Please, I really hope that people are following along with this and that they're getting this.
Extent and the systemic and structural changes which will happen. However,
he says systemic and structural changes that will happen. You hear the confidence? He's confident that they're going to impose these structural and systemic changes. And he has every reason to be, because right now, the guy that we had in there that bought us some time in this whole battle, they threw him out. Right. They lied on him. Russia collusion. They created all these stories of and so on and so forth to try and paint a bad picture of him and turn people against him to get him out of the way. Right. They began day one. They actually started when he was running. Yeah. Okay. Now, this dude is confident, and he's over here in Davos, Switzerland, speaking with confidence because Biden's in office. Right. That's their guy. Right. That's their puppet. That's their mannequin. Right. And through him, they're doing everything that they want to do.
Right. We do know that global energy systems, food systems, and supply chains will be deeply affected.
Stop! He said, hold on, he said the global energy, global food, and supply chain systems will be greatly impacted. He's telling you that this shit is going to crash. Biden assumed office. What crashed?
Everything.
Energy, food, and supply chain. Are we currently experiencing an energy crisis?
Yes, we are.
You see the price of gas, right?
Right.
You see the price of food, right?
Right.
And you see that we have the ship stuck out in the water and the supply chain and the shelter. He just told you that.
Right.
Okay? Because they set this up. These are the same people that believe in and have said, never let a good crisis go to waste. So if I'm looking for a crisis, right, I'm already demonic for wanting a crisis. Right. And if I see a crisis as an opportunity, these people do, right, then I will manufacture a crisis, right, to manufacture an opportunity, right, to usher in my dystopian agenda, right, my ungodly Luciferian agenda. But you people can't see this, in particular you Negroes, because you're so bought in to worshiping race, your skin. It's nothing more than melanin. It is not brain matter. It cannot think, it cannot reason, it cannot rationalize. A mind does not have a color. Let me tell you why black folk are so arrogant. Because they think that white people, in particular white conservatives, white Republicans, are out to get them. You're not that significant.
Right.
Okay? I don't have to be out to get you because I see how you do a great job of getting and destroying yourself. So even if I was out to get you, I wouldn't waste my time, right, with it because you're taking care of that for me. Right. I would focus my time on accumulating wealth and creating a better situation for myself. And I'll let you Negroes do what you do, right, which is eliminate one another. But let me play Schwab a little. This modern day Hitler in a suit Okay.
Right.
He done packaged himself so that people think he's some intellectual genius that is really about the improvement of society and society system and the individual.
Right.
He's not. He's a devil.
Right.
Let's go.
In times of crisis, the role of governments is more important and more relevant than ever. What is also needed is a summit like this one to go beyond crisis management and to look into constructive ways we can build our common future. Our futures are intrinsically connected to one another, as the profound challenges to mankind, such as climate change, are globally interconnected and require collaborative responses.
You see, they're going to keep referring to climate change because climate change, that concept, that erroneous, false, non-existent concept, doom and gloom, the world's going to end if we don't do something wrong.
Right.
That's bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But that's their boogeyman.
Yeah.
And that's the engine that's driving all this. Okay.
Right.
Then there's other engines, but the main engine is climate change.
Right.